What's up, everybody? It's your girl Smoove P. I'm back again. This is my second time back today, in case y'all was wondering. So this is like definitely might be like a one-time thing because it takes a lot. So this is my second video for today. So as you can see, I definitely look the same. I did a video on this camera that I'm actually shooting on right now, so hopefully y'all definitely see a change, because I do. Wow, it's actually very clear. It's actually better than my smartphone. I got a Samsung S8 Plus, and that camera is actually really good too. But yeah, so I decided to just do like a little vlog on this, because I thought that it's something that everyone should definitely be made aware of. I actually had a friend that I spoke to this morning. I actually spoke to her for a very long time, and it was like maybe right after I shot the video for my camera, and I just found out like some really devastating news that she's in the hospital. She's actually recovering at the moment, but she attempted suicide. Suicide is a very devastating topic that a lot of people just do not want to talk about or discuss or even get into, because it's a very sensitive topic. You know, you got like a lot of religious views that go into it. A lot of people just don't really like to touch that subject. But I feel like we need to, because we have people, friends, family that just go through depression or mental illness, and they need to know that they have somebody in their corner. When they going through stuff like this, you just don't know where their mindset is. You just really don't know, and that's something that I just want to like put out there, that we definitely need to check on our loved ones, our friends, family members, things like that. We need to start checking up on them very often. We need to really just like try to keep in touch with the people we love and the people we just see every day that we just never stop to think like, let me ask, like, how you doing? How's everything? How's the family? You know, you don't have to be vague. You don't have to just be all deep into it. Just kind of just let them know that you care or you thought about them. You know what I'm saying? Hearing that kind of news is just like, it's crazy, because, you know, she could have not been here today, you know. You just never know what people are going through. I'm not really gonna go into discussion on too much of that, but we need to support each other. We need to, I'm sorry y'all, I'm actually very thirsty today. We need to kind of really check in on our people. I really can't say it anymore. I've said it a lot, and it's the reason why I'm repeating myself. It's because it's important. I'm gonna actually put a little banner down here at the bottom, and it's gonna be a hotline number for suicide awareness, mental awareness, anything like that, because a lot of people don't know. And if you don't know, that's fine too. You could just always call 911. 911 is a service for emergencies, and it's 24/7. So if you don't have the hotline number, don't feel like you can't help a friend or a family member or a stranger, whoever. Just call 911. They'll definitely instruct you on what procedures you need to do next to better help you, your friend, whoever is in trouble. I feel like if you do feel suicidal, please get yourself checked out. Please check yourself in. It's not worth it. It's so much out here for you to live for. It's a lot of people out here who will miss you if you leave. You know, it's a lot of people out here who really does care about you. It's a lot of people out here who just really give a fuck. I give a fuck. I don't even have to know you, and I give a fuck. I feel like your life is important. Everybody's life is important. I don't feel like no one should feel like they have to take their life for bullying or depression or just mental illness. I just don't think that is worth it. I think everybody's life is important, and I believe that everyone has a purpose here. Everyone has a reason to be here. I think every one of us is woken up to see another day for a reason. So don't feel like your life is not important. Don't feel like you not worth it. Like, You're worth it. I'm telling you today, you're worth it. You're worth living. You're worth being here. You're worth being loved. You're loved. Someone loves you. Everyone. You don't need to get that confirmation from people. You're loved. Okay? Even if you don't hear it every day. I love you. Please, everybody, this is something that we all have to work together on. I think that this is something that we all need to be aware of. I think that this is something that we just can't take lightly anymore. It's just tragic because I've just seen so much nonsense with seeing children take their life. Like, suicide has become very, very mainstream in the news, just so close to home now, and it's just like things that could have been solved, things that could have been changed, like they could have been here today with us. Holidays are coming up, Christmas is right around the corner. Somebody's family is gonna have to deal with the devastation of their daughter or son taking their life. You know, it's heartbreaking, and I just kind of want everybody to just be aware of how important it is to check in on the people you love and how serious this suicide is and how it's taken over. It's not just taking over the minds of adults, it's taking over the minds of children who haven't even been on this earth long enough to experience life. Like, it's sad. It's so much out here to live for. It's so much. I know right now, if you're watching this and you've contemplated suicide, or you thought about it, or you attempted and you're still here, you're here for a reason. You're loved. If you don't hear it, I love you. Just try to surround yourself around positive. Whatever is making you feel like you're not worthy of being here, try to invest in yourself. Try to get that help. If you can't, reach out to somebody who you feel comfortable with talking to. If you don't feel comfortable talking to anyone around you, please call this hotline down below. Please reach out to somebody. Don't just take your life. It's no turning back. Once you're gone, gone. There's no second chances. We're not cats. We don't have 9 lives. They don't even have 9 lives. They get hit by a car, it's over. So I don't even know who made that. Probably because if they fall, they always land on their feet. You know, that might be it too. Just please, like, I can't stress it enough. It's just a lot going on. Holidays is coming up. I know a lot of people are stressed out about making money to provide for the family, or they behind on rent or anything like that. There are a lot of options and gateways out here to help you. You have people who help with back rent. You have people who can help you. Like if you don't have anywhere to stay, check the local shelters. Shoot, my motto is call 311 for everything. Just please explore all your options. I'm actually gonna give like a personal story of myself. You know, I can definitely speak about this situation because I've actually been in that situation, and I thank God that I actually stayed around to see why I'm still here. I don't have those type of thoughts or feelings anymore. I definitely feel like my life is precious, and I do deserve to be here regardless of what anyone else says. I know I have a reason for being here. And my reason, I found it in my son. So I had my son at a very early age. And he's become like my best friend. And I think that God sent him to me because I needed him. And I tell my son every day, like, I needed you more than you need me. You needed me because he loves me unconditionally, regardless of my flaws, regardless of the mistakes that I've made and are continuing to make. he just loves me. Every 5 minutes, he's just like telling me how much he loves me, and he really doesn't realize right now how much that means to me. But he probably does, because you know, kids understand and taking things very well, better than we think they do. I was like at a very crazy time in my life where I was living with my grandmother. I had been taken away from most of the people that I've grown up with and known for like majority of my life. My grandma decided to just take me and my sister to North Carolina to kind of try to give us a better life. And I really, at that age, I didn't really understand why. I didn't, you know, and I felt like, you know, she was taking me from everything I knew. I never really grew up with my parents in my life. My mother was absent. My father was absent. My father was absent majority of the time. My mother was kind of in and out. She suffered from drug addiction. But right now, she's definitely on a better path. I'm so proud of her. But at that point in my life, it was very hard for me to take in seeing all my friends and stuff being able to have their mother and father in their life, and I just didn't understand why I couldn't have that. I was bullied a lot in school because I didn't have things that they had, and it affected me a lot. My grandmother, she had the best heart, but she really didn't know how to raise two teenage girls. You understand what I'm saying? She was having a hard time embracing the fact that these were her son daughters and he wasn't able to take care of us either. So long story short, I was just going through it at a very young age. I felt like I didn't have anybody who related to me because, like I said, I was pretty much jealous of everything everybody had: shoes, clothes, family, and I think it was more emotional. And I just felt so lost, just so lost. I didn't really know what my purpose here on earth was, why my life was the way it was, and I began like cutting my arm and stuff like that. And a teacher ended up seeing it, and they actually kind of like referred me to counseling. My guidance counselor was really nice. She talked to me not on like a professional level, more on a personal level, and it kind of helped. I ended up going to counseling. Didn't really stay there too long, but like shortly after all of that happened, like with me cutting myself or contemplating how I was gonna take my life, I also suffered from anorexia. I wasn't eating, I was starving myself. It was just a lot going on with me at that point in time. And then like shortly after I kind of found out I was pregnant, it was rough. I was found out I was pregnant at 15, and that kind of made it worse. But I didn't let it break me. A lot of people, a lot of discouraging words. A lot, you just don't even know. The situation, the way it went down, the way it happened, just was even more crazier. But like I said, long story short, I ended up having my son, and it's just like the way he looked at me. It's just like, you know, I don't know. It was just like this crazy look that just made me reevaluate my whole life. And I know sometimes it just don't happen like that for everybody, where they can just have that moment or something like that. But that's my point. It was spontaneous, you know. I didn't expect that to happen. Never in a million years. And it's like me having him, it just like gave me the comfort of knowing that I finally had someone who would be at my life for forever, you know. And he basically is gonna grow up with me, which is crazy. And he just loves me regardless. Like, he loves me if I spank him. He loves me if, you know, he just loves me. And my son is so sweet. Every time he just comes, hugs me, kisses me, and I love it. And I'm so happy that I stayed. I'm so happy that I didn't take my life. And that's the point that I'm making today. You never know what's gonna happen. If you take your life now, how do you know how great you can become? or what is in store for you, you're not gonna know. I think that we all have a purpose for being here. Like, I'm still discovering myself. I'm still like learning to value life and to accept and embrace the things that life has for me or doesn't have for me, the disappointments and things like that. And I've just become this, I wouldn't say nonchalant person, but I've come to embrace everything. Like, it's like my mind is set up to just be prepared for everything, for love, heartbreak, everything like that, because I've come to understand that it's part of life. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So I feel like everything that I've been through in life has shaped the person I've become today. And I've been so surprised at how much people love me. People actually do love me. Like, my job shows me infinite amount of love. My friends, they show me so much love. They think I'm like the coolest fucking person to be around. And it's crazy because for the longest, I really didn't even think I was that cool of a person. So you just be surprised. You just have to, sometimes you just have to stop and say, I'm gonna change my life. I'm gonna change the things that I feel like are wrong or need to be changed. And you will just be so surprised at how much your life can change. I've done a lot of changes. I just stopped worrying about what the fuck people thought about me, because I really don't give a fuck. You don't have to like me, you know? Like, there's so many other people out here who do. Like, so many other people out here who do love me. I don't have to worry about just you not liking me or not loving me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to make this no drawn out video, but this was something that was kind of heavy on my mind, and I just said, you know what, let me just turn the camera on and vlog about, I'm so sorry guys, and just vlog about my feelings and my thoughts and share like maybe a small little personal experience without being too vague, without being too descriptional, and just to give y'all a general idea of what I'm talking about. And I hope that I've reached out to so many of you out there who feel like you're not worthy and do not deserve to be here. You do. If you wanna reach out to me, have a conversation with me, I'm so open for that. I'm listen, my ears, eyes, heart is open to anyone who needs help. Please tell me how I can help you. Tell me how we can help each other. I'm gonna leave my social medias. If you wanna get in touch with me, you can definitely message me on Facebook. You can DM me on Instagram. You can message me on Snapchat. Whatever. Just definitely hit me up. Like, you know, you ain't even gotta start off like, you know, help me. Just listen, just say hey. I'll say hey back, you know. Like, it's one love out here, you know what I'm saying? I say it at the end of every one of my videos. It's one love. It's one love. Like, I love you regardless. So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna end this video. I don't want it to be too long. I just kind of want to get to the point so that you can understand exactly what I'm talking about here. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for today. Like I said, I'm gonna leave a little banner here with the suicide awareness hotline, or just information. I'm just gonna try to put that down in the description below. Please stay. We want you to stay. Please don't kill yourself. Please don't take your life. Please. And it's not always about the religious background of, oh, you're going to hell. Listen, don't even stress yourself about that. Like, what about you could have been the next president or the next doctor, the next person to come up with a cure for cancer? We need you. We need you. I'm telling you, we need you. I need you, you know? So, like I said, it's all love. If you want to talk, I'm free to talk. I'll leave my social medias down at the bottom. And that's pretty much it for this video. I'm not gonna go too much into it. Like I said, it's one love. I'm out, y'all. It's Smoove P. Stay up. Be blessed. I love you.